Sugar Boogers, welcome back to the channel for the first part of 4 on the Sims Mobile. Just quick little verbal disclaimer, this video is sponsored by EA. So in this part here, we are just going to be going through the tutorial. I almost said traditional tutorial, but the tutorial as if you were downloading and playing the game for the very first time. And in my case, that rings completely true because I have never, ever checked out the Sims Mobile prior to this day. So the game is based on building a legacy, and you guys are going to see little influences of that here and there. Here we go. We're reading the welcome letter for some XP, I believe, and it says, "Dear Olive, I'm so glad we found you. You are the last of the Hart family, and I leave you this house in a plea to continue the Hart legacy. Your long last aunt." Patricia Hart is what her name was, I think. I don't know. Anyway, there are a sequence of things to do, levels to complete to be able to unlock certain things. And the first thing we are going to be doing is greeting Mrs. Bella Goth. And we will be doing a social event here in just a second called Hanging Out. And so we're going to go and say hi. Now, this part may be relatively boring. In the next episode, our hopeless romantic will be showing her first of many love interests, actually. And then as we get later into the gameplay, we will experience moving in with a beau of our choice. So definitely gets juicier in the following parts. Now, when the time comes, I would totally be interested in doing a Sims Mobile LP. I actually really enjoyed the game. I think I played it for about an hour almost, and honestly, I was hooked. If they didn't kick me off the computer at Sims Camp, I promise you I'd probably still be sitting there to this day. Not even kidding. Not a huge mobile fan of any games, to be honest, other than just putzing around and passing some time, but never anything I get attached to or I'm serious about. This is definitely one of those games I was very serious about. So you're going to hear me kind of rambling and talking a little bit as we are just going through the grooves here, getting familiar with the game and just checking things out a little bit. On the wall to the left, you're going to see Olive's picture. And again, this is based around a legacy. So you're going to be able to do things like have a family. I think there's stuff about retirement, get married. I mean, there's just so much you can do, and you can have careers. And I think we will be able to see a little glimpse of that in this episode. So I've leveled up and got to Simcash 2. I wish they were called something else. Simcash just seems a little different. Anyway, it looks like there is a job opening in the park side. Tap the map to go. So here is the park site, and I think we are going to, we're going to join the cafe. All right, so here we are in the cafe, and I'm actually super duper pleasantly surprised to see how much this game genuinely resembles The Sims 4. So we are now a part of the barista career. Again, the first time we are in this career, it's going to be very tutorial based, which I know is such a Debbie Downer, but hey, you know what? At least you get to go and see how to play the game before you actually get to play the game. So anyway, it says, "You can trust me to get the job done, but with your help, I can really shine." Now, I really could see Olive Hart, the real Olive Hart, in The Sims 4 being a barista. I could see that being her job. You know what I mean? As she kind of works her way up, builds her family, totally makes sense. So right now we are making some coffee, and ooh, who's that hottie toddy in the front trying to grab a cup of joe? He's so hot we may need a sleeve, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm allowed to even say those kind of things. Sponsored never again. Just kidding. Anyway, what are we doing? Okay, we are serving a customer a cup of coffee, and she is done talking to Oscar. So some of the things that we do is, I guess, socialize with some of the patrons. We clean the tables, fill the coffee pot, all that kind of stuff. And if I had to say there was one thing that I didn't really love about this game is kind of the way the interactions take place. I don't know if you guys have ever had this particular situation happen to you in The Sims 4, if you're familiar with that platform on PC, where all of a sudden you'll have a glitch and your sim will kind of do this T-zone thing, they'll just branch out in a T. That is what it reminds me every time we have this interaction, and it just cut screens. It's weird. Do you see what I'm saying? You'll if it happens, I'm trying to like wait for it. Then I'll mention what I'm talking about and think you've seen it. It's just the interactions aren't very fluid. Anyway, all right. So it looks like we have completed our work shift for the day. We earned 30 simoleons. Okay, it says those actions use some of Olive's energy. It will recover with time. Right. So we don't have a bed at home. We don't have a refrigerator or anything like that. So I do think those are some of the things that we are going to work towards in this part is obtaining some of the bare necessities. So we are going to go and buy the Sleepy Time singlet, which is 75 sim coins. That was just really odd. Anyway, it does look like the Sims 4 base game bed, which is kind of cool. And I'm just trying to find a good location to put it in. Obviously, once we have more money, we should upgrade to a double, even expand this room a little bit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take this footage home, or not this footage, but the save with me, so it's a lost cause. I know, I would love to turn this into an LP. I really, really would. If in the event I am able to get my hands on the Sims Mobile, I will definitely do a little mini series or something. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. I'm not sure if I already asked you that, but anyway, I'm excited to do some building. We've got some work to do. We are level 3. We're just blowing through these levels, and we've got more Sims cash. So there's also a daily to-do list, little goals, little things that you can kind of work towards to really fulfill your Sims lives day to day. You know what I mean? So you don't feel like you're just kind of doing the same thing. You have actually some goals to work towards. So it looks like we are now able to go ahead and customize your sim. I think you're able to do that, but the tutorial is just kind of walking you through the steps. I don't know if I actually do change anything. I do think that I play with makeup a little bit. I do believe change her top in this part of the video here. So you guys can see how easy it is just to get back into Create Sim and customize your look. You don't have to wear the same thing time and time again. And I did not show in cast the makeup items, I don't believe. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, don't really remember. But here's just me kind of doing a quick little glam on her. I really loved this purple lip, but she really does remind me of somebody related to Juniper Thurston. She just does. Somebody pointed that out in her Sims 4 Create Sim, and I couldn't agree more. So I think the last thing we need to do to complete the look is pair it with a blush. Now we could definitely do like your grandma's rouge and call it a day, or we could go with something a little more softer on the cheeks, and I think we went with this kind of mauve color. For the lips, I do believe I go in with a nude, but I may have even dared to I went with this pink. That's such a beautiful like blushy rose color. Anyway, for the accessories, I'm just checking out the glasses. She doesn't wear glasses, although she would look amazing with some. And there we go, giving her infamous hoops, her gold hoops. Oh, I love them. She has such a classy kind of vibe to her, and I think that's it. So now that we've done her little mini makeover, she is looking super duper duper fresh. It says you completed a task. Open up your to-do list and collect your reward. Oh, a new look for the day. Change your student's appearance. That's why we were doing it, because it was part of the to-do list. Looking good. I've been thinking, what kind of trait? What? I don't know. I guess we're able to give her a brand new trait. And I go for flirty because remember, Olive is a hopeless romantic. This is where all of it stemmed from. So we are now on level 4. We have new rewards and unlocks. So as you go through the levels, you are able to collect more things and choose what reward you want. I don't know which one I go for. I think I have to select a specific reward, and I'm not sure if I went with the Sims cash because the cash gets your girl every time, or I went with a refrigerator because food's good too. I don't know. I went with food? I really did. Okay, so you can open up a new, I wish I would just... You're going to have to pause a lot during this video to read the things because I'm really impatient when it comes to tutorials. I am. I never look at them. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and clearly I didn't do that here. So I think I'm able to unlock one of these. I'm not sure. Or no, these are like, oh, okay. So this is, okay, this makes total sense. So you can see here with every level that you complete, the things that you were able to do. So I think level 6 is party on. 5 is going places. 7 is our story. Oh, okay, that's cool. I thought I was able to choose. No, you're not. You unlock with every level. So now we are just going and kind of meeting a few of our neighbors. I guess we're talking to Delphine here just for a split second. And ooh, who is a coming down the street? Here is Henry Balladadano. I don't even know how to say his name, but this is our first interest to potentially expanding our legacy. Now, when expanding a legacy, you really want to make sure the goyle or gal that you're picking, goyle, girl, gal, whatever, I don't even know, is of top tier. So I'm not sure if Henry makes the cut, but you guys will have to see it in the future and upcoming episodes. As you guys can see, there is an heirloom collection, which makes me really intrigued. I want to see what that is all about, but I don't think I get to do that. So next, we are going to do another daily to-do task. I think I went for what did I make? I think I want to say I went for like more socialization. I don't know, but I'm not 100% sure what I did. Let me see. I do think we end up starting the very beginning of our date on this episode. I'm not sure. So that's just a little kind of synopsis of Olive. I don't know why I went back into cast like it was an accident. You know, I'm also doing a lot of figuring out in this part, so just bear with me here. I do think I decide to go in and grab that refrigerator with my 60 sim coins or whatever, sim points, whatever, we'll just call them sim points. And I think I go with white, or maybe I do stick with the brown because white is so predictable. I'm not really sure. Either way, I need some grub. Olive was getting super hungry. We ain't got time for all that. How are we going to try to entrap a man when we don't even got a refrigerator? Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? A way to a man's heart is obviously through his stomach. We all know that. So that's why my husband doesn't love me, because I can't cook for beans. Like, literally, I can't cook for beans. But I am the exception to the rule, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we also decide to get some very seductive music. And this will also set the tone and give us options to be able to dance with Henry or whoever we invite over to our house. So anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the first part of the Sims Mobile. There's only 4 in total because that's all the footage I have for you guys, but I promise you things get a little more interesting as we go along, and I don't know. All right, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Send us a shine, and I will see you all next time. Hey there, cutie. Ooh, hey. Bye, guys.